Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video over on Aberration, and I wanted to show you a new item that just got added to the game that was pretty much, I would say it was very important for them to add to the game, and that is the Industrial Preserving Bin. Now, this guy is very similar to the preserving bins that we've had in the past, and it just got added inside of the new update. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll down just so you can see where it actually got added. It is at level 68, and basically you can see that it generates low heat from electrical power to dehydrate food and kill bacteria. Keeps perishables from spoiling for a small time. It is not quite as good as a refrigerator is, because it does, but I mean, it's basically the same thing in all honesty. But the big reason that you're going to want it is because it makes jerky at a much faster rate than the regular preserving bin. The regular preserving bin, it's like 30 minutes or more to make cooked meat jerky and prime meat jerky. This cuts it down by like, I think it's like a minute or two per each one of these things, which is kind of nice, obviously, because you don't have to wait for like 6 hours to get enough to just obtain one thing. If you have one of these, you can rapidly make jerky, which is super useful, especially for early game when you're taming, or late game when you need to crank out some kibble real quick to feed one of your babies that needs it. Now, that is an incredibly valuable thing because, I mean, I don't know about you, I am a big fan of making the game more simple and adding small. It doesn't seem like much, but it's a small thing that makes a big difference. It can also store things that would normally be stored in a refrigerator or a preserving bin. So for things that you could not store in a refrigerator that you can store, I'm pretty sure wyvern milk can be stored in these. I'm not totally sure. So we're going to go ahead and test that right now, actually, now that I think about it. Because you used to be able to put wyvern milk. Let's get like 5. Why not, right? All right, let's get 5 wyvern milk. It's not going to let me actually spawn it in, so whatever. But anyways, you can store pretty much anything inside of this, and it will increase the spoil timer pretty significantly. So there's an hour on that guy right there. The normal spoil timer is like, what, 2 minutes? And there's 23 minutes on the acerbic mushrooms. So it's times 10. So basically a times 10 multiplier for putting it inside of the preserving bin or the industrial preserving bin. So that's pretty useful. Now, anything that you can put inside of a normal preserving bin, and I can't say it enough, can be placed inside of this thing. Now, it does mean that because unlike a refrigerator, which is like locked to things with spoil timers, this thing can store literally anything inside of it, which is very useful, obviously. Now, unfortunately, it does not increase the polymer timer. That sucks a little bit, but pretty much everything else, and that includes things like nameless venom, I'm pretty sure. Let's go ahead and grab some nameless venom here. It's not gonna, there we go. All right, nameless venom. So let's go ahead and scroll down and pick that up. So in my inventory, it's 30 minutes. In here, it is 5 hours. Yeah, so nameless venom is going to be a huge boost inside of this. So 30 minutes versus 5 hours, right? That's a big difference. So that's 10x. So this industrial preserving bin will store in that. I assume that means it'll also store wyvern milk, which is pretty freaking cool. Give you a little bit of I mean, if you're not using the, what's it called? The bin, not the bin, the barrel storage. This thing will save you a lot of time. Now it'll also obviously increase it's literally just spoil time. Never. But you can see that it's a very useful thing. Now, the preserving bin's a pain in the butt because it used to be something that you would just get, slap down, and get rid of eventually until you needed access to prime meat jerky. But because this thing works so much faster, there is no reason to have a preserving bin. Plus, another cool thing about this thing is you can enable automated withdrawal, so you can have things being made inside of this and have your survivor mates come over and pick it up as it's made. So if you have somewhere to put your prime meat jerky, your survivor mate will come grab it out of this preserving bin and place it where it needs to go. So if you wanted to place it inside of a refrigerator, let's go to a refrigerator. You could do that, and that way you're not wasting space. So your buddy is gonna place it over there as long as it's inside of this little area. So survivor mate can utilize the industrial preserving bin, making this thing incredibly valuable. Now, anything that needs to be multiplied, so wyvern milk, nameless venom, and other small, like leech blood, I don't think can be stored. What else is a valuable thing that will spoil over time? You get the point, but those kinds of things can be stored inside of this industrial preserving bin for 10x storage. Pretty freaking cool. So anyways, just a quick video to show you how to use it and what to do with it. But anyways, hopefully this video helps you out. And other than that, teach out.